Welcome to NeoEnglish, the podcast that helps you learn real English for real conversations, especially around current news.
That's right. Today we're talking about a recent news story about Eric Dane. You might know him from the TV series Euphoria and Grey's Anatomy.
Eric Dane has shared some very personal news. He announced that he has ALS, a serious illness that affects the brain and muscles.
Even though the news is sad, Eric said he wants to keep working. He's not giving up, and that's inspiring to many people.
First, let's make sure you understand the name of the disease, ALS. It stands for Amyotrophic Lateral Sclerosis.
That's a long name. Some people also call it Lou Gehrig's disease. Lou Gehrig was a famous baseball player who had ALS a long time ago.
Let's slow down and explain this clearly. ALS is a disease that weakens the muscles. It starts in the brain, and over time, people can't move their muscles easily.
Yes. For example, someone with ALS might have trouble walking, or later, even talking or breathing. It's a very difficult illness.
But Eric Dane says he is going to keep acting, even with ALS. That shows a strong and brave attitude.
Now let's talk about who Eric Dane is, in case you don't know. He played a character named Mark Sloan on Grey's Anatomy, which is a very popular medical drama.
He's also in Euphoria, which is a more recent show about young people's lives, problems, and emotions.
So let's go over some important vocabulary and phrases, and we'll explain how you can use them too.
Our first word is diagnosis. A diagnosis is when a doctor finds out what sickness or condition a person has.
For example, 1. After many tests, the doctor gave him a diagnosis of diabetes. 2. She was relieved to finally get a diagnosis for her headaches.
You can use it like this. I received a diagnosis yesterday. I have the flu.
Our second word is reveal. To reveal means to share something that was secret before.
Example 1. He revealed that he is moving to another city. Example 2. She revealed her plans for the surprise party.
It's a useful word when you want to say someone shares important or private news.
Another word we heard in the article is progressive. In this case, ALS is a progressive disease, which means it becomes worse over time.
2 examples. 1. Her illness is progressive. It gets a little worse each month. 2. We need to find a cure for progressive diseases.
Now, let's go over one more phrase, continue working. This means not stopping your job or activities, even when something difficult happens.
For example, 1. He broke his leg, but he continued working from home. 2. She continued working even though she was tired.
So using these words, here's a simplified version of today's story.
Eric Dane, the actor from Grey's Anatomy and Euphoria, is 52 years old. He just revealed that he has ALS, a disease that affects his muscles. It is progressive, so it will get worse over time. But he said he plans to continue working as an actor.
That's our story today. Let's do a quick recap of the key words and phrases we learned.
Vocabulary. Diagnosis, when a doctor tells you what illness you have. Reveal, to show or tell something that was private. Progressive, slowly getting worse over time. Continue working, to keep doing your job, even in difficult situations.
Try to remember how these words were used in the story. It helps you learn faster.
And now, let's tell a mini version of the story using all of these words.
Eric Dane got a diagnosis of ALS. He revealed this news in an interview. ALS is a progressive disease, but Eric wants to continue working as an actor.
His story is sad, but also full of courage. It shows that people can choose to keep going, even when something is very difficult.
We hope this episode helped you learn new English in a simple, clear way by following real events.
If you found this podcast useful, feel free to share it with your friends who are also learning English.
And remember, learning a new language happens step by step. Keep listening and keep learning with NeoEnglish.
See you next time.